So when you are using the clipboard, my suggestion is that you start out by typing up some generic comments that relate to the piece you've just been marking. So I've got some here on a language change answer that I've done, obviously, so I'm an English language teacher and therefore that's appropriate for me. Do whatever it is for your own subject. And you then knock up something like this. So this is just a blank sheet of a Word document with the student name at the top. And then here, as you can see, I've got a mark scheme, and this is the mark scheme for language change, which is the specification that we follow, OCR. So first of all, you need to think about how you're going to give the student their comment. So let's suppose at this point we turn on the dictate function, which is quite simple. It's just up here, top right hand corner. Now this particular version of Word that I'm using here is a desktop version, but it has a link to an online kind of copy of the document. At least that's how I understand it. I'm not a great expert, so all I know is to click on the dictate button, and it's fairly accurate, which I will actually do this in real time now. So here we go. This is a well-written piece with your usual skill with language, full stop. You have grasped some of the new terms, comma, such as, open quotes, amelioration, close quotes, and have also taken on some relevant theory, full stop. You will end up writing very well on language change, I think, full stop. My main piece of advice is that you need to get more depth into the analysis, comma, where you really focus closely on the context surrounding the quotation you have used, comma, and connect that back to the linguistic term that you want to identify at that point, full stop. I've given you an example of this below. Full stop. Generally promising, comma, and I look forward to seeing what you can do with a little bit more practice. Full stop. You will notice there that the bot has actually changed it to practice with an S. There we are. There's nothing we can do about that. That's just the dominance of Microsoft in our culture. Anyway, then you put it in return, and let's suppose now is the time I want to put in an example. So here I go, and I go down to this, and the one I've decided I'm going to give this particular student is some more advice on syntax. So it's relating to getting depth, which is what I want. I highlight the text there like that. I press Control C, and you will now see, now this is a great trick. Okay, so I could just do Control V for Victor, and that would actually show, it would immediately put that text that I've just copied onto the sheet here. However, if I press Windows V for Victor, up comes everything that I have been saving. And I may decide, and in this particular case you can see here, I've actually already saved that once. So I simply click it and away it goes. I'll just show you that one more time. So this one is one I've just, because I press Control C, it's remembered it, but I'm just going to get rid of that, delete it. This one here, as you can see, each time you press it, it pings onto the page. But that's essentially all you do, and I've finished with this student. Except I probably at this point give them a little bit of feedback on this mark sheet. I've got a fancy electronic pen, so I might sort of, I don't know, let's suppose I circle a few things. Yes, I've decided I think it's sort of like that and like that, and that honestly I can't remember with this particular piece that I was thinking of here. So I'm going to say it's a 9, an 8 and a 9, pretty good overall, and perhaps I might, highlight the fact that what I want to see is some depth, but I haven't got enough of that yet, but perhaps I have got systematic, I have got appropriate terminology, yeah? So that then it's clear what the person needs to do next. And it really is as simple as that.